Hello, welcome to Talk Time on Lugat TV. I am Deborah Bonica, and with me in the studio today is an APC chieftain, Engineer James Akale. I would like to do the extra talking, but I like them to do the talking. It's a pleasure to have you in the building, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for
coming.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've come across a publication where some persons are agitating for a creation of a new state. What's your opinion on that? Do you think Kogi needs to be divided?
Well, sincerely, it was a topic for us as a people from the Bassa local government.
Mm-hmm.
Although most of us feel it's politically motivated, we just believe it's for some personal, political mathematics. But yeah, if it will result to development, if it results to bringing dividend of democracy to the people or close to the people. Of course, it's a welcome idea, but how sincere they are with the agitation is one thing. What it results to is another thing if it's not something personal. For me, I feel it's not a bad idea because from history and the creation of Kogi State to this date, I feel there's still a lot to be done with where we are now, dividing it even further. I don't know. I feel we could still be aware and achieve what we want to achieve if we are sincere with ourselves.
Well, that takes me to Kogi at 33. I know that was last month. But then again, how would you rate Kogi so far? It's been 33 years. How would you rate Kogi so far? Because I'm sure that's part of us calling for agitation for the creation of the state.
So far, so good. At 33, where should I be? Done with university.
Okay.
At 33, I should have attained some level of development that is worthy of note. But I must confess, we still has a long way to go. For a state that is bordered by 9 states, you are giving me that we are not there yet. But I think so far so good. I can say it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. At 33, we ought to have achieved more than where we are, but I believe we're still going to get there. And with a government like this, from what I've seen so far, if Governor Dodo is as driven as I see him, and with his positive steps so far, I think he'll make some difference in adding up to the development of the state, especially the state capital.
Especially the state capital.
Yes.
Oh, there's an especially.
Oh, no.
Why would you say that? Do you think that other parts of the state is not getting the same attention?
I must confess, for someone who has been around the length and breadth of this country, and for states like Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Kogi, I think we ought to have done more for the state capital. We ought to have made this place some attraction, in the area of infrastructure development, in the area of tourism. We still have a lot to do.
I don't like to talk about agenda because I don't buy into the agenda thing. But then again, after the Supreme Court, there was a huge commotion as to the fact that, the new administration of Governor Medisman Odudu will not carry along the East, the people from the East. Reason being that there was an agenda that was sold during the governorship election and all them extra. You've seen this man. He's almost 1 year in office. From your assessment of him, do you think such statements are true or can be credited to someone like that?
Like I said, that's why I started by saying the so-called agitation for state creation is politically motivated. It's driven towards some personal goal. You see, I tell people a lot of times, he is the governor of Kogi State.
Yeah.
Not the governor of the East or the Central or the governor
West.
of Kogi State. We must all come together to make this place a better place for all of us. I don't believe there is anything that will make him not pay attention to the East for whatever reason, whether he was voted or not. What is going to make him stand out is for him to show love to those who does not love him. That's my belief. And for administration, he should do whatever he has to do to make the people even love him more. Because right now, whether I would like it or not, every governor first aspires for a second tenure. And it's a lot of work to be done. But I bet you, if you could get the masses behind you, if you get the people behind you, and this is true infrastructure development, this is true projects that could really impact on the people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely, go to the rural area, build market stalls, the market women will be happy. Go to areas, put up road infrastructure, the farmers will be happy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most times, I think that's almost the divide. If we could just allow politics, election, you just go the way it should go, I bet you will have to sell yourself. You don't have to begin to too much stress, not too much effort. Your work speaks for you.
In terms of his cabinet choice, his appointees, do you think they've been fairness and in terms of the persons he has appointed around him so far?
I remember once the Nigerian president said they are going to work with him.
Okay.
These are his choice. But I tell people, for the case of Kogi, I hate it when people use the word stomach infrastructure. I hate that word. I hate that word. For where we are and where we're heading, we need to pick people that are credible, people with the pedigree for development, you know what I'm saying? If you appoint me an essay, I want to be an essay. I should be able to say to the governor, this is what I feel.
Yeah.
You understand? And I mean, that's what really lacking. This appointment sometimes just feels like fulfilling our righteousness.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really necessary that. I think
assume you're speaking to the governor now. What would you tell him to do different?
God damn.
What would you tell him to do
I'll tell him,
differently?
one, he's a professional.
Yeah.
Outside being a politician, I think he is someone I could say must have excelled in his profession for him to have been an auditor and today the governor. And an auditor and now a governor. Who should auditor more? Who should auditor better?
I'm thinking.
The governor. And this auditor thing has to do with who you appoint to.
Yeah.
Is he credible? You understand? Does he have the pedigree to talk to you, to advise you on what to do and stuff like that? It's very important. And when you appoint commissioners, they are a round peg in a round hole, square pegs in this. When they talk, you listen. You understand? That's where we must champion our energy to. And as the governor of a state like ours, from what I've seen so far, I think he's someone with an open mind, and I believe he listens and he could tell when he's getting information that are positive, for as long as he has the drive for development of the state.
Yeah.
That's what I wish him.
That's fantastic. I also do not like to talk about, there's Basa, there's Dekina, there's Ankpa. I really don't like to mention all of that. But tiny research has it that Basa seem to be quite underdeveloped. They have chairmen, they have people who represent them as an APC chieftain. What would you say that you would appreciate if the governor does for the people of Basa moving forward?
You can say that again. You can say that again. I tell people one thing we must learn to tell ourselves is the truth. For as long as we fail to tell ourselves the truth, we just live under that delusion that we're doing the right thing for the people of Basa. From time immemorial, we must learn to accommodate each other. We must learn to be sincere with ourselves. We must learn to be positive in our thoughts and in our mindset. For me, I think one thing that will really, 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 really help the people of Basa, you see that road from Shintaku to Sharia, and then to Odenyi, Dekina, Yangba, for the people who are farmers, who are fishermen.
Yeah.
You realize that finishing that bridge will go a long way. Connecting this road straight to Benue, that used to be, will go a long way. Develop back the Sharia market to coming back to being what it is from time immemorial. Is a huge market base from all over, even as far from the east. You get, developing the waterways where you could have as far as Onitsha, Port Harcourt, both come this far to market, it's a good one. It also generates revenue for the state.
Yeah.
It will. So for us, I think what we need to do is fixing the road and then bringing back the market. We'll go a long way in bringing agricultural product out. And you see that bridge that has been talked about for as long as I know I've lived. I could only wish it happened in my own time. Yeah, I tell you, it will go a long way in opening up the place. At least I remember one time when I was using that road, you know. I remember one time, that was when the road was surface dressed and everything. I just pray and believe that Ododo will live up to his billing. I can't wait for that road to be fixed. Although I heard the federal government had awarded it, but we don't know what the position is right now. I hope the commissioner works to pay some attention to it too. You know?
Well,
it will go a long way, yes.
Well, Kogi is our state, and we cannot run from it nor hide from it. I'm sure the appropriate persons would listen to this and then give a feedback on how this is. I
really look forward to that.
I wish I have all the day or all the time. I would love to have you sit here and tell us more about Kogi and all of its. Like every state, Kogi is not different.
That's right.
Yeah, at Kogi at 33, I told people that I don't think I was born at 33. But then again, I know the state can go forward. Thank you so much, Mr. James, for being in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that is it on Talk Time on Lugat TV. I am Deborah Bonica. Do have a good day.